Hello, Astrid. Good evening. Good afternoon,
Good
sorry.
evening. Good evening. Good afternoon, teacher.
Okay. How
Sorry.
are you? Don't worry.
I'm fine, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, today we're gonna continue with this with the class. Probably your classmate won't connect anymore. I don't know. I'm not sure. She didn't tell me nothing. I think she was busy. But let's start, please, with something that we have to work with. Um, there was a vocabulary. By the way, the quiz for the lesson number 3 is available until Friday, and the unit 4 it is available until Saturday, I think, and the review quizzes will be available also until Saturday. So of lesson number 4, but there's gonna be a lesson. No, sorry, not a lesson, a test. Let me share, please. This one. Okay, there we go. So what do we have here? There is a modular test that you will take. Also, that's going to be on Saturday. That's going to be the final test of the module. The review is not still available, but I will make that available because you have to work with until Saturday, by the way. Okay. So now we're going to work with something about vocabulary. Can you see my screen, Astrid?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So there are some take expressions. Uh, we have There are some phrasal verbs, by the way, with take a hike, right? This is there are some idiomatic expressions also, not only not exactly phrasal verbs. Also, we call them idiomatic expressions. Take a hike, for example, is an impolite expression when you want someone to leave. Okay, it's like go away, vete, right? I said you weren't invited, so take a hike. Take a hike is like go to a mountain, right? But something like that. It's not polite. But then we have take a look, right? Collocation. Uh, to read something quickly or consider it, right? Just take a look in order to decide what to do. And take care. Think about what you
Teacher,
are doing. Yes.
your screen is in the page of the person.
Uh, Sorry, what did you say?
You are in the person? In the...
Sorry. I'm not sharing the this right now. Yes, right?
Yes, or, yes.
Okay, sorry. I thought that I was sharing this, but anyway. So take a hike is, I said that when you want someone to go away from you, and take a look is consider, right? Take care is just to be careful, right? Something bad can happen, so you can say take care. Take it easy is To used to tell someone to stop being angry, right? Take it easy. Cálmate, right? Some or calm down. Take it easy. It wasn't your fault. Take it from me. That is an idiomatic expression also to for spoken, right? That someone can believe what you are saying because you know the subject you are talking about, and take it or leave it. And this is used to say that someone can accept an offer or refuse it. Take take it or leave it, right? Tómalo o déjalo. So something like that. Take place is collocation also. This is after being planned or arranged. You can say the meeting will take place in some place, right? In that, I don't know, in that office or building. And take sides is to choose to support a particular person's opinion, right? You can take side of about someone's opinion, take side about some political party, take side about uh, some opinion, right? And take your picture. Select one or several things. Yes, take your pick, right? You pick something. There's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Take your pick. And take your time is to do something slowly or carefully without rushing. Take your time, right? You can take your time packing. The fight doesn't leave until this evening. So there are some activities that we can complete according to this vocabulary. For example, what do you think is take care?
Be careful.
Be careful, right? Take your time.
Don't hurry.
Yes. Take sides. What do you think is
I'm what I'm saying is true.
okay? What I'm saying is true, you said. Or okay. How about take it from me?
Uh, oh, okay.
Maybe like this, right?
Yes.
Sides.
My offer won't change.
Okay. I don't. Okay, okay. But what about take it or leave it?
Uh, join one side.
Okay, maybe take it from me. And I think is take it or leave it, right? But let's check it. Oh no, something's not good. Ah, yes, take it from me. It was good. What I'm saying is true, right? And take it or leave it. My offer won't change. That one was the mistake. Okay, but let's check out some more about take. There is a book that I like to send you right now before I forget. Sorry, that's gonna be very useful for you. I think. Uh, okay, it is long one. Just let me check out. Let's take me. Let me take a look. Okay, just a moment, please. I will send you before. Oh, I don't know exactly what is this. Okay, so there you go. I already sent you, or I'm sending you the. By the way, Astrid, was it easy to join? I think the link that I sent it was a little bit different, right, for today?
The link teacher, it was
Yes.
similar like yesterday.
Oh, but did the link or did the sorry, Zoom asked about your personal information or something like that?
Yes, I filled that
Oh,
and then I entered.
yeah. So sorry. I have to change that. I don't know why I created in that way, but anyway, because we still have tomorrow and tomorrow after that. Okay, but let me open this. I sent you the book. It's about Longman. It's a good book. It's a nice book because it is about phrasal verbs or idiomatic expressions, idioms in English. It's from Robert J. Dixon, and that's Robert J. Dixon. If you find any book, it is always good. Okay, can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Good, great. Oh, I'm sorry. For example, take off is to remove, right? Or took off. You can take off your clothes, or take your answers off, or sweater off, especially that. What did I do? And the other one is take one's time, right? To do without rush. Take your time. I think we had that. Take your time, right? And the next one is take out, remove or extract, right? A student, take out your books and open them to page 12. Take out. And take part in is another one, to be involved in or to participate in, right? You can take part in a class, take a walk, or take a stroll, or take a hike. That's like go for a walk, or it's not a good expression. No, I can't say good or bad, but especially take a hike is when you want to someone to stay away from the place where that he or she is, right? And take a trip, to travel, to go on a journey, right? Take out, to remove, extract, take part in. Okay, sorry, I don't know where is. Oh yeah, and we have to take place, right? To occur, that will take place in that place. The meeting will take place in one city. We can say we have to take turns to alternate, right? To change people while doing something. You can say your turn, my turn, and we have more expressions like take hold of, grasp, to greet with heads. Okay. Um, then we have to take into account to consider, okay, a fact while evaluating a situation. To take into account, tomar en cuenta. Take for granted, okay, take for granted, not to appreciate fully. Take into account, right? That's tomar en, to consider. Consider. Take care, right? Take care of. Take advantage of. To use well, to profit from. And to take up, to begin to do, to study, to undertake, okay, to take up. Then we have more expressions with take up with. Consult someone about an important matter. Take after. To take after is to resemble a parent or close relative. And take care for. To take part. To take a part. Take by surprise. To surprise, to amaze, to astonish. Take pains. Take off is leave the ground for airplanes, right? What time is the take off? They say. Take over to assume control of or responsibility. And give and take, compromise, cooperation between people. Take on, to employ, to hire. Accept responsibility to undertake. Okay. Take down, take it easy. Then we have take to take in. To take at one's word. Okay. So expressions about take. But yeah, that's it, to take out. As you see, you can use some vocabulary or just write to take. If I want to check out some words about give or get, for example, I can get up, right? I will find expressions, get along with, get back. Those are some phrasal verbs, right? To get to, and you have to study this one. You can start from the lesson one, sorry, and you will have you will learn something interesting. These are the most common ones. First, right away, turn off, uh, to look at, to look for, all right, because some expressions, little by little. Okay, lesson one, lesson two, in this case, lesson three, to pick, to talk over. So anyway, you can use this book in that way in your computer. Okay, now let me share something over here. Okay, now let me share my screen and we will practice what we learned in this activity. Okay, let me share please this. Oh, what happened? Just a moment, please. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, for example, over here we have the number one. Who will take care of, for example, who will take care of your pets while you're away? What do you think is the answer for number one?
Look after.
Look after. Okay. And let's continue with the other activities, with the other numbers.
Joining.
Hundreds of students will be take in part in the protest march. Joining. Okay.
Take a lot of time.
Okay. Does the trip does the trip to the airport take long? What do you think is take a long time? Okay.
Maybe.
And the other one, number four.
Make sure.
Considered, right?
Yes, teacher.
And number five,
Be happening.
okay. Be happening. What about number six?
Pays much attention.
Okay, and seven.
After looking into.
Okay, let's check it out. After taking a look at my test results, the doctor said I was fine. Looking into examining. Don't you think is this?
It will be. No.
Yes.
Okay.
Number eight. What do you think is number eight?
Sit down.
Yes. Sit down. Nine.
Avoid the causes and for taking the trouble. Making the effort.
Yes.
Replacing.
Replacing. Okay, let's check. Yes, everything is okay. 100%. Very good. Okay. Now what do we have? Let me continue, please. Let's continue. So, there is something basic that we're gonna work with. For example, here we have a word order phrasal verbs.
What time do you get up?
Do you listen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
What time do you get up?
I don't usually go out during the week.
Put on your coat.
Turn off the TV.
I'm looking for my glasses.
Have you found your glasses?
No, I'm still looking for them.
Okay, what is a phrasal verb? Usually a phrasal verb will have a verb itself, right? Like get is a verb, but plus a particle. Here we have the particle is up, right? Preposition or adverb can be the particle. This is up, it's a preposition, right? Like get up, turn on, look for. Okay. And some phrasal verbs don't have an object. Example, get up, go out, right? And the next one is some phrasal verbs have an object and are separable. With these phrasal verbs, you can put the particle on or off, before or after the object. When the object is a pronoun, me, it, him, etc., it always goes between the verb and particle. Here's your coat, put it on, and all of those things. And some phrasal verbs have an object and are inseparable. For example, look for, with these phrasal verbs, the verb look and particle for are never separated. I'm looking for my glasses. I cannot say I'm looking my glasses for. Not really. They are not separable. Okay, those are some examples, but we're gonna check out something about phrasal verbs also. Well, the things we do, for example, as the well, I was sharing something previously, a short presentation. Okay, just a moment, please. Sorry, as the weather was over here is very cold. Tonight was snowing in La Paz. And it's cold over here, very cold. Okay, and what do we have here? Phrasal verbs, verb plus particle, right? Walk is a verb, a phrasal verb. Woke up. That comes from wake up, right? What else? Strangers woke him up. It is possible to separate here. The particle looks like a preposition, but it doesn't function as a preposition. And particles are part of the verb phrase, and they often change the meaning of the verb. For example, he looked up at the skyscraper, right? And there is a preposition, or she looked up a word in the dictionary, or look for, right? Looking for. What else? Then we have looked up. The next one is wake up or awaken, go on. That means continue, right? And then we have wake up, awaken, go on, continue, take off, to remove. As you can see, of course, wake is different, right? Wake up, but that means awaken. And we have go on. That means continue, right? To continue something. And take off is to remove. Okay. What else do we have here? Take off, right? To remove. But there are some transitive phrasal verbs have objects. Most transitive phrasal verbs are separable. Okay, for example, he called up his boss to tell him he had overslept. That's one example. Okay, and then we have some more examples about phrasal verbs. In this case, transitive phrasal verbs. So he called up his boss to tell him there is the object, right? He called his boss up to tell him that is separable. That means transitive phrasal verbs have objects. Most transitive phrasal verbs are separable. Transitive means that we can move away from one place to another. And transitive phrasal verbs also, the object can come after the phrasal verb, or between the verb and the particle. At the last minute, the bride called off the wedding. Called off is to cancel, right? No wedding. What a sad experience. But at the last minute, the bride called the wedding off. Also, we can use this because it's a separable phrasal verb, and we can use between the verb and the particle. Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Okay, over here, when the object is a pronoun, it must come between the verb and the particle. A friend called up her at work, for example. But not really, right? A friend called her up at work. Those are, we have to be careful because the object here is a pronoun. So it must come between the verb and the particle, not after the phrasal verb. That is important to consider. Okay, let's continue. So, if there is a pronoun like I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, it must be in the middle, especially in separable phrasal verbs. Now, please use each of the phrasal verbs to form three sentences about things that sometimes happen. What about this? For example, there is a wake up, right? Awaken. The baby often wakes up the parents. The baby often wakes the parents up, or the baby often wakes them up. Now you have to do work on this and make some or work on some sentences, please. You can say any example.
Teacher, wait, this exam.
Yeah, about any sentence, but you speak out. These are
Mm,
phrasal verbs that are separable. But over here, for example, the baby often wakes up the parents, right? It's not a preposition. Oh, sorry, it's not a subject pronoun. The baby often wakes the parents up. We are separating, right? And the baby often wakes them up in the middle. And you can use some examples we pick out, figure out, but three sentences about each one.
about because, for example, he has to pick out for win the play, maybe.
Mhm. Okay. And what else?
With the second, she figured out that that his answer was wrong.
Okay.
Sorry, teacher, please, a moment.
Yeah, don't
Just a
worry.
moment.
That's okay.
Sorry, teacher. Here.
Okay. Let's continue then.
Maybe with Handy. Give and he hands in the homework, and the other take off. We we have to taking off the rubbish.
Okay.
The teacher makeup if it's in like maquillarse or
To
something like
invent.
that.
In this case, to invent. Maquillarse is
Okay.
also, but makeup is in that way is different, right? Maquillarse, but makeup is to invent, to create, to invent a story, for example.
Okay. They make up they make up a fantasy, or maybe a great story. let down.
Disappoint, right?
She let down about his friend. No.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
say let down. Yes, it's okay. Now we have intransitive phrasal verbs do not have objects. He grew up in Egypt. She will hang up before she gets into the car, for example. Those are intransitive or inseparable phrasal verbs. You cannot separate these phrasal verbs right away. Intransitive phrasal verbs, first I worked out for an hour, for example. Then I dressed up and dropped in the party. No one found out that I didn't have an invitation. Those are not possible to separate because it doesn't have objects, right? Do not have objects because we are using no object, right? Like first I worked out for an hour, then I dressed up and dropped in at the party. No one found out that I didn't have an invitation. All of them. So then we have note the difference in meaning between makeup, like transitive, and makeup intransitive. Makeup is also like I make up dinner every night. Elaborate, right? Not really, we cannot use that. Make dinner every night, not make up, right? Because I don't invent. I prepare, I only make. But he made up a story about Jill and Joe. Yes, invent, right? Is transitive. Make up also to reconcile as intransitive in this case. They made up, they were friends again. And what happens before and during a party? Make sentences using the transitive and intransitive phrasal verbs. For example, I dress up nicely. And there are some examples. You can work on it just without separating. Let's take your time. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Okay, Astrid, let's do it. How about what about this, the first one?
We task over, for example, she asked over him to go to the party together.
Mhm.
Said, put on, I'm going to put on the coat, maybe set up, my father, no, set up, teacher set up, maybe it will be like configurar too, because
Mhm.
I was
In your cell phone
looking for,
computers. Also, you can
for
set up.
example, you have to set up your Wi-Fi with your laptop.
Mhm.
For, I don't know what it,
You can also set up a meeting, right? Or
uh,
you can set up your office because you put the desk, the chair, you put everything set up. And straighten up, acomodar, right?
maybe you could straighten up your bedroom,
Yes.
show up
Show up is to
my
appear.
brother.
Mhm.
My brother show up very early at home. I'm going to let in to my dog to my bedroom. I don't know. Run out.
Your dog. Okay.
Not,
Run out. You can say the water run out, right? Or the oil run out in the kitchen.
just just
When something when something okay, when you don't have something anymore, like you can say, oh, the sugar is about to run out, right? Está por terminarse, por acabarse. Okay, these are intransitive and transitives also, but these are intransitive, not non-separables. Okay, now let's work with something. Maybe it's gonna be difficult, but we can make this together. Not difficult, but we're gonna try to do it faster. Uh, can you open and share your screen, maybe? Is it possible? We can work together, of course, once you open. Is it possible to do it?
Can I start, teacher?
Yes.
Excellent, teacher. But I think it was, it were very many mistakes.
Don't worry. You can practice with the same exercises, both phrasal verbs. But no worries, you can do it. Phrasal verbs are not really easy, it's has a lot of things. Okay, let me share please this. Okay, in writing, a matter of trust, read this instruction, type your answers in the box. For example, if this activity was not assigned by your teacher, it will be not graded. Okay, and there are something. Start by using a research engine with the keywords family reunion planning. There is locates from family and friends. Well, the idea is to write about something. Red sells invitations, 20 styles to choose from, makes food arrangements. Okay, this is a writing model. Okay, no, but I think we're gonna continue with something different. Okay, please let's think about this. We have to complete this dialogue and click on each box and choose the correct answer. What do you think is this one? Read the sentence, please.
Teacher, can I read the second sentence, please?
Sure.
Okay. What? Excuse me. I think I know you. I think.
Hmm?
Mm, Taylor. Um, your name is.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I'm afraid you got the wrong person.
And the next one.
Um, okay. It was great to see you again. Here's my card.
I think this one, and your name is only that. But then everything was good. What about this?
You don't believe me, do you? Don't we? Can we? A good swimmer. Very well.
Oh no, sorry, very well.
Quite.
Quick, right?
Which the first part.
Okay. We have to use articles a, an, or the. Last week,
And the high school.
the high school or a high school. Okay, and the next one,
We met with the principal and several teachers. All of the children were excited about learning.
okay.
A teacher.
And don't you think it's a public place, right? But when you mention by the, yeah, it's, grammar tree, right? Something, this one, the, a high school, right? When you mention for the first time, you say ah. When you mention for the second time, you say the. Okay, let's continue. Okay, what should we do here? Listen to the recordings, then click on the focus word. What is the most important word, by the way? Can you see? Yes, right?
No, teacher, I can't see nothing.
Oh, no, no. Okay, sorry. Now, you will listen and you will decide which word is the focus word.
Are the charges serious? Are the charges serious?
Which is the focus word. Charges.
Are the charges serious?
Charges, teacher. Teacher, when it says a focus word is in the principal word, the same thing.
Oh, but it doesn't want to choose charges.
Are the charges serious?
Maybe it's serious, right? On the next one.
We don't know the answer yet. We don't know the answer yet.
Answer.
Okay.
I heard they're gambling debts. I heard they're gambling debts.
Tips.
Oh, Yeah, that's it for today, Astrid. Please let me share this. I don't know if you have any questions.
No, teacher. I have a question.
Okay, please don't forget to take a look of your the platform, please.
Yes, teacher. Okay. See you tomorrow, teacher.
See you tomorrow. Bye, Astrid. Bye.